oh wait, remember how he said that he's gonna stop everybody from working remotely? Now he can't stop them from working remotely because he doesn't even want to pay rent anymore. Man, people don't want to pay for anything these days. Freeloaders, moochers, am I right? Twitter is now auctioning off their like coffee makers and couches because they can't afford rent. Crazy. Oh, did we ever tell you, or did I ever tell you what happened in what was it, Singapore, Malaysia? It was in like an Asian country. Like the Twitter headquarters in an Asian country all got escorted out of the building because Elon Musk failed to pay rent, so the landlord came and literally evicted all of them. Y'all see that? I feel bad for these people's kids, yeah. Elon just pay rent. Apparently that's too much. Well, one thing that we do know is that Twitter is now like Elon and like his like love to pretend that like Twitter was on the cusp of collapse mere moments before Elon bought it, which just wasn't true. Like Twitter wasn't like crazy, but Twitter was doing fine for, you know, how things were going on. They were starting to turn a profit like reasonably normally. They got hit bad with the adpocalypse, but it wouldn't be any worse than like their previous years where they were getting less money. With that being said, Twitter wasn't that bad of a company because they had a pretty decent like profit to debt ratio. Not the best, but they had a pretty decent one. They had, I think, $600 million in debt, which for like a multi-billion-dollar company isn't too bad. It's not great, but it really isn't that bad. They weren't drowning in debt. Twitter now has $13 billion in debt. Twitter is drowning in debt. So moving forward, I'm not sure what they're going to do. Like Elon saddled the company with like over 13 times more debt than they had. He was doing a lot better since it took over. Yeah, Twitter lost 40% of its advertisers. No, 50% of its top advertisers, 40% of its revenue. And so, yeah, it's pretty bad. So the debt increased by over 13 times and the money decreased by 40%. Math was never my best subject in school, but I tell you what, I don't think that's good economics. That's just me though. Crazy. Twitter employees escorted out of Singapore office. Elon Musk reportedly didn't pay rent on time. The 22,000 square foot office has served as Twitter's Asia Pacific headquarters since 2015. The impact fell on employees. The employees in the company's Singapore offices were reportedly unceremoniously escorted out of the building by landlords because the company didn't pay rent on time. Elon's literally getting evicted. Singapore office employees, already cut deeply by Musk's previous layoffs, were instructed to begin working remotely beginning on Thursday. Oh wait, remember how he said that he's gonna stop everybody from working remotely? Now he can't stop them from working remotely because he doesn't even want to pay rent anymore. Man, people don't want to pay for anything these days. Freeloaders, moochers, am I right? The workers have been reclassified as remote employees in Twitter's internal system until further notice. That shit's crazy. That's crazy. Refusing to pay rent, subsequently getting Twitter sued for doing so, is yet another one of the billionaire's controversial and questionable cost-saving strategy. That is true. Not paying rent is indeed a questionable cost-saving strategy. That's definitely what I'll call it. Yes. It is quite a peculiar cost-saving strategy, a strange one, unorthodox, some may say. Very uncommonly used. Inside the mind of one stable genius. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.